Hi guys, Justin here, welcome Farm 26, and yeah, we finished spraying everything we had to do, corn, soybeans, everything, and come to the end we had a couple leaks, and one thing that I really dislike is you get a little bit behind and then all of a sudden you need a piece of equipment and it's sitting there broke. So what we're going to do is we're going to fix the leaks. And I was gonna do a separate video for it, but what it is this valve right here. He's been leaking ever since I bought the thing, and what it is there's a crack down underneath here in the actual body itself. The other one is my agitation valve, and it's actually not the valve. These are the two lines, and you see they're just a flanged. Well, this flange here, it's got a hole wore through it, right? Well, I'm not seeing it now. Well, there's a hole wore in that neck anyway. Could feel it before, it was really soft. Oh, right there it is. That little brown speck there is actually a hole. It's dirt and shit in the way now. So this valve has got a little bit of a wash in it too, so we might as well just change him out. I mean, that's just preventative. But yeah, that 2-inch valve here, he has been a bear cat to get out. I've tried just about every trick in the book to get these bumblebee hoses off, and yeah, they are just stuck on there so dang tight. What I'm going to end up doing is taking this valve apart, and I already did that. You take the bolts out, you split the halves off. But yeah, I think I'm going to put you in on a time lapse if I can get you set up in there and get her done. And here we have it. We can finally pull everything out. What a fight. I don't know about this green bumblebee hose. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it. It's just a pain in the ass no matter what way you go about it. Yeah. I think what I'm going to do, I think they've got some, company I go through's got some that's a little better. It's a 2-inch rubber hose, more like, well, I'll show you in a minute what it is. I'm going to try and get the last of this part. But I know there are some guys that, you know, can manage this bumblebee hose coming in at a part and making it. making it up and unmaking it and then making it up again. But man, I've had to cut just about every piece I've ever had to deal with. It could just be that the stuff that I have is all old enough too where it just isn't workable no more. But yeah, well, I'll take you down here. So that's the spoils of the efforts. Got a couple more bolts to put in there. But yeah, we got those. And I'm going to replace those 2 tubes. So I think what we're going to do is measure them up, order them up, and finish the video when we get it. Well, there it is. Other than my coffee and tripod there, my goodies came. So I think we're going to put this all back together. And I'll do what I can to get you in on that. Okay, so going together, the first thing we got to do is come the last little bit apart. And brought you up to the shed here. This is my farm vise. Yeah, she's a little guy. But when you're taking these elbows off, and if you look at it right now, it's going to lie to you. But keep in mind the orientation. It's kind of a pain in the ass going back into that. I see I'm gonna have to brush them threads up too. But yeah, orientation is key, and it's off because I took the valve off, but I made a good check to make sure I knew how it was supposed to be before I even took the valve apart. So let's see if channel lock will get this one. Oh yeah. Nice thing about this poly stuff, I really haven't had a lot of trouble with it. I had my first washed elbow, and that's kind of why this whole job was started. This valve had always leaked, and then my agitator valve, or valve area started leaking, and I said, you know, let's just fix it all. There. All right. Now, what should I do with this one? Thing is, the seals are good in it. The problem with this valve is, and I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not, but right below that handle right there, it's cracked. And so when you crack it and open it, you're fine when you're all the way open and you're fine when you're all the way closed. Just the body's cracked. I might save him around. You never know. I might... they can wash. The seals can wash and whatnot, and that's a free set of seals. So, now I need my new valve. Alright. Well, actually, I might just do this side first. Well, let's do the hard side first. There. And I'm going to bring you back because I'm going to clean. I'm just going to take and brush these elbows up real quick and get some tape. I'll be back in a minute. So I'm back. I got some thread tape. It's just normal cheesy thread tape. So, and these aren't perfectly cleaned. I mean, I got all the thick stuff brushed off, but yeah. They're gonna work. So I put tape on for one reason alone. I haven't really had too much. This poly will tighten up on itself a little better than steel. I think that's just because it's got a little give to it. But if I don't put thread tape on poly with my well water, it's got a fair bit of iron in it. And that will actually take and rust poly. So the water's good, don't get me wrong, it's not anything bad, but I will have rust if I don't put a barrier of some sort in between. I could use whatever I want, but I've got tape, and tape works just fine. Okay. So another thing a lot of people don't realize is you don't have to horse these on. I mean, there it's getting snug, so we're just gonna, I know by the time it's 2, it'll be good. I mean, it's tight, but it's nothing crazy. I mean, all it's got to do is hold head pressure. I don't know what head pressure is on probably 4 feet, but that's what it's got to hold. And this one's going to be a little more interesting. I don't have as much of a purchase to go on. I kind of got to go on the bolts. Plastic body. Nice thing is we don't have to horse it either, so get our thread tape on again. And here's one for you guys that don't know thread tape. So if you actually put that on directional, think about it directional. It will actually tighten itself on when you're putting it on the fitting if you did it right. Yeah, just think threads. You'd be surprised how many people think they're pretty smart and don't know that. I mean, I'm not calling them dumb, but you'd be surprised how many people don't know that. Okay, we're on him too. Well, this one's gonna be a little bit tighter. Not bad though. 90. There's our valve. So we do have one thing left yet. We got to put the straps on here, and we'll do that up by the sprayer. I think it'll work. We don't need tape no more. So in the interest of saving battery here, I got, I don't know how well you can see this, but I got this little bracket here, and he's just got to go on both sides. So I'm going to just take 2 bolts out, slide them in, and I'll be back. Well, here we go. Brackets are on. I just took the 1 screw out and pulled the handle off, so we can just check, fit up, make sure it'll be okay. And yeah, it's not looking too bad. Although I might have a small clearance issue. I might have to shave off just the tips of this. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. So I did, I shaved these little ears just enough to so it flush fits, and it does. All my holes line up, and we're ready to go in from the backside. So I got you up under here, and I'm gonna go grip my valve, but hopefully you guys can kind of see a little of what's going on this time around. Kind of got you in there a little different, and yeah, well, you know what, I'm gonna start you over again in a second. I'm gonna seize my bolts. Well, to be continued. Hopefully we get this done in just a couple videos, but yeah, to be continued. Well, thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Appreciate the likes, comments, subscribes. We're almost getting close to that 100 videos, so if you haven't checked into that fishing video, please do add some comments there. I think pretty much what has been said so far on there is kind of, maybe not exactly what I thought about doing, but kind of along the lines, and it's been good good comments. I appreciate a little bit of feedback from you guys. Not that I don't have anything to give you guys, but it's always nice to know what you guys want to watch. All right, well, thanks for watching. Catch you next time.